Hey, what's up? This is George Shamon. In this video, we can discuss how to get started with Linux commands because Linux commands is a great skills to have. So, if you have any questions, if you start using Linux and you have a question about the commands, how to use them, and let me know. I can run them right now because I'm using my computer now at home. So, let me know if you have any questions. So, Linux is basically an operating system, and it's got the terminal that where you can type commands. It's very powerful, and you can use it for uh, many tasks, many reasons. Whether you are a software developer, network engineer, whether you are web developer, software, network engineer, IT field. Even if you're not technical, it's good using Linux is a good skills to have. And in this video, we're gonna be talking how to learn Linux, how to get started. And I want to answer your questions, whether you are a Linux user, whether you're new, whether you're an intermediate or advanced. We can all talk about it. And I know the basics. I can help you with the basics. And if you're interested in learning Linux in a structured course, I have a course online. I don't have the link yet, but I can add it if you're interested. And also, you can get a lot of answers from me on those live streams. You know, you don't even have to pay anything for courses or PDFs or documents. You can ask me questions, and I will answer you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you, Buff Clips. Welcome back. I've seen you before here, I think. Yeah, you're here before. Uh, if you guys have a question, let me know about how to use Linux commands. I am logged in on my computer at home and I have access to the terminal window. I can type commands and let me know if you have any questions about them. Whether you're new or you've used Linux for long, Linux is a continuous learning process. You know, it's it can you can never and you can never remember everything, but you have to know how to search for the information and where to find resources to help you. Because welcome, Bress. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. So you want to learn basically where to find the resources, how to get help, what to search for, because you can learn Linux, but if you're not using it every day, obviously not everybody is using the same commands every day because you have hundreds of commands. And when you start combining the commands with options and the switches and those flags like dash A, dash L, you know, it becomes more complicated and it's very hard to remember them. But use it. You know, practice is the best. Install Linux at home. If you have access to it at work, that's fine too. But I prefer to do it at home because you can type any commands you want. You don't have nobody is restricting you. You know, you can have access at home and start typing commands. You can get a book. You can get online courses. You can try yourself. You can search the internet. If you search the internet, there's a lot of commands, lot of free resources, you know, and there are a lot of paid resources like online courses. I have my online course, but you don't have to join. I'm here most of the time, and you can ask me questions, you know, whenever you have questions. Let me know because this is this is. Live now and I can help you on you know live. So I can help you right now. Just ask me questions, submit your questions in a comment box. If you're on this live stream now, I want to thank you so much for joining. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Are you in the US? If so, What state are you tuning in from? If you're overseas, what country are you tuning in from? Let me know. And if you have any questions about Linux, submit it in a comment box, and I will be able to help you live here right now. And as long as I have the question, if I don't have the question, obviously I'm gonna turn you to the to other resources, and hopefully I can help you with my own information. So yeah, anybody have any questions or any comments on this live? Let me know, and we can talk about it. We can discuss it. So questions, comments. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Are you using Linux? Do you have it installed at home? Bacon, welcome back. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Welcome back to this presentation. Again, we're talking about Linux, but I'm sure we'll segue into something else, So it's not gonna be Linux only, but we can. This is how I'm starting now. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let us know so we can try to help you. Either myself or somebody on this live stream. I finally caught it. Yeah, yeah, you've caught it before. You were many times on my live stream. I remember you. But sometimes, yeah, the last few days I didn't make one. It's been freezing here, cold. I have to worry about the heat and other things. And going to work and coming back and driving and this and that. But now I'm home, so easy iron foot about PP. What about PP? What about it? Somebody says it's a personal preference. I don't know what's that. So yeah, let's talk about Linux commands. Let's talk about Visual Studio Code, coding, stuff like this. It will be great. And recently, I think some of you were on this live stream. We were talking about coding, what coding language to learn first. Is it JavaScript or Python? Then we said Python is easier. And then somebody says if you learn C, the C language, a lot of programming languages are based on a C. So if you learn C, you'll be able to learn a lot of other languages. So is it SMOL? Yes, somebody just said those words, PPSMOL. I have no idea what you're talking about. That's trolling, okay. Yeah, somebody else was trolling before. Guys, make sure that's funny. He's making jokes. Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, is PPSMOL. Yeah, these are abbreviations that I'm not familiar with. There are so many abbreviation on the internet, and oh, silly goose humor. All right. Yeah. Who else? Guys, are you in the technology field, or what do you do, or if you're interested in learning technical skills, software, and maybe you can teach us too, so we can share information here. It's not only one way. This is a two-way conversation, so everybody can can chime in and add some comments. So let's talk about C language. I think Bacon knows about C language because you mentioned last time uh, Linux is written in C. I've been reading documentation about GDB. I don't know what you mean. I must be behind on a lot of abbreviations on the internet. The debugger. Oh, okay, okay, okay. The debugger. Yeah. Is it in Linux? So, so what can you? I know you programs in C. I know that, but for somebody who's starting new, what can you do with C? To get like a feedback about you know it comes with most Linux OS. Okay. Easy, easy iron put. It's cool to see someone care this much about their field. I have no interest in coding, but I hope Allah bless you. Yes, he's the GNU debugger. Yeah, you know, easy iron foot. Uh, I'm not crazy about coding or anything else like about technology, but it's technology is around us and we interact with it every day. And what I like to do myself, I like to expand my skills, and the more you learn, the better you feel, about the technology because you don't want to be oblivious to what's around you, but nobody can learn everything. Obviously, we're not even scratching the surface, but this is why I like to learn and expand my skills. And by talking about it and discussing it with others, I learn more and I share I share my knowledge too. Easy, this is a great place for beginners. Grandpa is a great teacher. Okay, that's a strong point. Yeah, I mean, this opportunity is great, not because I don't know a lot, to be honest with you. I know the basics, but what's nice about talking, discussing, these live, we can all talk and everybody can share their knowledge and we teach each other. I mean, I may not know something that you know, and this is how we can expand our knowledge and skills. It's good for everyone. Like last time we had a discussion about programming languages, about Python, JavaScript, and C, and it was very interesting and it was very helpful. It gave me clarity on what to learn first and why I'm having hard time with learning JavaScript. So everybody was agreeing. So I didn't feel I'm the only one. So yeah, it's good to get. What question were you asking about C? Okay. Uh, my question is if somebody is starting new with C, like last time I was watching the C550 on Harvard on YouTube, and he has a video about C, and I start watching it. It was very interesting, and but I watched like first couple lines. It was the first programs, where he typed a program. It says. It shows you what's your name. It asks you what's your name and you enter your name and then it will tell you welcome with your name. So it was interesting. It wasn't that difficult. I liked it, but this is very basic. So my question is what can you do with C? Because they say C, you can interact with the hardware. You're getting close to the hardware of a machine and it's used in embedded systems and stuff. So yeah, and manufacturing and basically, what are the basic projects in C that you can do, somebody starting new, to get like a feedback or uh, the confidence that you've done something. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know how it is like when you learn HTML, CSS, and some JavaScript, and you make a web page, and once you change the color in the code, the page will change. So you get feedback that you're doing something, and it's shown on the screen. Same thing with coding. If you can do certain program that do certain functions, it will be great. So basically, I want to go up to the next level after using Linux commands and after coding with HTML5, CSS3. I want to go to the second level, uh, which is programming. But I don't wanna go through JavaScript. It's driving me crazy now. So maybe I should buy a book about C. And I know I have to try it on my. And what's nice, when I was watching the video, uh, he showed how to compile it. It's how to compile the first you say like make two commands. The first command will make the program, and the second command will will compile it. Will send it through the compiler. So he was explaining. Uh, what's the difference between like what's the compiler, yeah, he was talking about the source code and the compiler, how it works. C is very low level. In a perfect world, I would recommend you get a breadboard and Raspberry Pi and turn LED on and off. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, the Raspberry Pi, I hear it works with Linux too. They run Linux already, right? The Raspberry Pis. What's the breadboard? Is it like a motherboard or what is it? Breadboard. I have to look it up. And how do you enter commands? Like how do you connect it to write the C command? You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, obviously you have to have a keyboard, and I guess the Raspberry Pi, it has the basics. It has the operating Linux basic. I think the kernel. Yeah, C is a very low level. Yeah, yeah. This is what I'm interested in, learning the low level language. Because you're getting close to the hardware, which is a breadboard is what you test electronics components on before you solder them. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, yeah. That's good to know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It sounds like it's good to take a course or something online or get some coaching or I don't know. Do you know somebody who's teaching this stuff, Bacon, or do you teach it? Do you have any course or is really a good book, The C Programming Language? C Programming Language, yeah. Uh, is it like one of those the dummy series or the easy in easy steps? What is it? The one I have is easy steps. Because I don't wanna get a book that's difficult, because some of those books you get by Brain Carignan and Dennis Ritchie. Oh, Dennis Ritchie, who invented the C language, I think in Bell Labs, right? That's the name. I think it rings a bell. Dennis Ritchie, Brain Connect. Okay, yeah, thanks for the information. Yeah, it's from the 1970s. You can find a free PDF online. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Let me write it down because I'm gonna forget it by the time the stream is over. It's the C programming language by Brian Kearney, Kernighan, and Dennis Rich. It's from the 1970s. Okay. Yeah, I think they have it on Amazon, maybe, or but will it, will it make sense for somebody new getting into the low-level programming? I mean, does it make sense? Would you know what I'm saying? No. So is it like uh, right above the assembly language, the C programming, or it's higher? Because I think the assembly is is closer to the hardware, right? The assembly language. I mean, it's very difficult. It's all okay. Yes, it will make perfect sense to anyone in a Unix. Okay, okay, good. Yes, C is right above assembly. Yes, yeah, yeah. I mean, I never took assembly, but I knew somebody who was taking it long time ago, and he said it's very difficult. And then they were taking C2. The guy was an electrical engineer, and he was taking assembly language, and then they took C, and he was having a rough time with him, and that was like 30 years ago, a long time ago. But nowadays, I think the introduction to programming, they don't give you C and Fortran anymore. They give you Python. It's easier. Yes, C is that about assembly. Yeah. C translates well into assembly instruction. Okay, okay, I see. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm kind of focused on C. It's making more sense to me because I like Linux and I use Linux a lot and the command line. So electrical engineers still learn up till now. Okay, I see. Yeah, I mean it's I guess they still use it. It's not replaceable, because we look in a Tiobi index last time and it's one of the top languages, the C, I think. Yeah. But the question is, can somebody learn on their own? Like, can I learn it on my own? I mean, this is the question here. Because from my experience, like getting your books and learning on your own is difficult. You get stuck a lot, and at one point you give up. But I mean, I know you have to put a lot of effort. I know that even if you have a teacher or you're taking online course or instructor, you still have to put a lot of effort in anything you want to learn. Nobody can spoon feed you the information in your brain unless you put a lot of effort and you wanna. That is what I'm feeling. Oh yeah, it's very simple language to learn. Okay, so that's what I like. Simple. If you have any questions or get stuck, chat GPT can help you, or you can ask me. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for the offer. Yeah, so yeah, I think I want to get into that. I mean, I use the command line at work, and we access from the terminal window. I can access the equipment, networking equipment, switches and routers, and we use command to see information and stuff, and but I want to uh, take my skills to another level, like, and this is it, I think, learning C and interacting with the, yeah. What's difficult is learning the underlying architecture. It will make more sense once you learn more about it. Okay, I see. Yeah. Mhm. I mean, that's a science by itself. Computer hardware and electronics. To understand it, you have to be, you know, well educated and about this topic. You have to be that major. Electrical or electronics, which I'm not. I mean, my background is engineering, but not electrical and electronics. I've taken couple courses, electrical engineering, circuit one, circuit two, but not more than that. I never took any electronics or digital signal processing or other. These are very difficult. It sounds to me not a lot of people are interested in Linux commands, because every time I make a video, I don't see a lot of people hanging around. Very you learned Fortran, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna say I learned it because it was very difficult for me. I mean, I took a class. Yeah, I took Fortran, and we did some projects, and I got, I think, C in college. But I did not understand it. I suffered. It was very challenging to me. So, but I mean, now if I look at it, it might make more sense, uh, because I can put more effort. I have maybe better understanding of the language and reading and stuff. But before I did not. I knew, even though I didn't have experience in languages, but I knew it's the wrong language to teach somebody new to the computer field, Fortran, because it. If you're teaching somebody a topic for the first time, it has to be easier than this one. This one was so difficult. C will be very familiar to you, lots of similarities to Fortran and even modern day language. Okay, sure, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try to learn it, yeah, because it's yeah, because to be honest with you, like I found Python and JavaScript are very important to learn and use, but myself, you type a lot to do something, to do something small, you gotta type a lot in JavaScript. And it got me lost. I mean, every language you have to type a lot, I guess, to do something meaningful project. But I mean, it's for web development. That's. Yeah, it's interpreted language. Yes, it's interpreted. That's why it doesn't have to be compiled. Yes, yeah. I mean, what I like in Python, that you can use it once you access the Python interpreter in the Linux terminal. You can type commands. You don't even have to write a program. You can type commands in a Python, and you can get results. But I want to look into C. It looks like it's appealing to me more. The thing is, I think when you want to learn a skill, whether programming language or any other skill, you have to have a reason why you're learning it. Once you have a reason, you'll have the motivation and the urge. So yeah, because I didn't have a lot of urge to learn JavaScript where if you wanna create a web page where you click on four items and yet you get a notification how many items you click, and it's the program is long and I didn't understand it, so I didn't find it that useful to go through this aggravation and the long programs, and then it's gonna tell you how many albums or square you clicked. But some JavaScript functions are easy. I mean, it can be easy too. Like I can create a loop, and that goes through additions of numbers. For example, I can create a small program where you click the mouse in a circle, it changes the color. I can make a program that you click the circle, it becomes a rectangle, or a square. I was able to do those, on my own. But along the programs, I got lost, and then you find out you can be doing something very small or not that important, So that's why I did not like it too much. Yeah, look into C. So much of Linux will make much more sense. Yeah, I will be fun hobby at least. Yes, yeah. If it's fun, that will be great. I will use it. I will do it. Yeah. So, anyone else have any questions or comments, or have you ever played around with sorting algorithms? No, I never did that. They say algorithm is very important to learn in programming, but I don't even know what's algorithm. Is it important? Does it help you starting, like, understand the programming languages or how to program? I think it makes sense maybe. So you have an array 5, 9 to 1. Yes, okay. And you want to sort the array lowest to highest. Oh, okay. I think I tried this in JavaScript, and it wasn't too bad in JavaScript. It was not too, but the problem is I forgot everything. I mean, I saw the teacher doing it. I mean, in a course I was taking, it's online course, like video course. And then once I typed what he was doing, I was able to understand it. It was not too bad, in JavaScript. But yeah, JavaScript, I can do very basic things, but once things add up, I get confused, like projects, and I just cannot do that. But it looks like the C you can work with it and connect it to certain hardware. I think that's what's good about it. There's like 80 different sorting algorithm. The simplest is bubble sort, and then have a quick sort, etc. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's very useful information. Thanks for sharing that, Bacon. Thank you. That's very useful information. You can connect C to any hardware. It compiles into any architecture. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. I read last time that C, like they use it, one of the uses, they use it for the operating system. And I think they mentioned that even Microsoft is written in C. That's what if I remember correctly. It's beside, not only Linux is written in C. They use it for other operating systems too. But the question is, do you need any prerequisite in computer science to learn C? This is the question. Or it's you can learn it as a first language. I mean, I know the basics of some kind of coding stuff, but uh, I guess it can be a first language to learn the C. This one is written in C, and Microsoft invented their own C, which is C sharp. Okay, okay, yeah, C sharp, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, it sounds like C. Lot of programming languages are based on C. I mean, I had the feeling C sharp has something to do with C because why it's called C sharp. So it has to do something with it. Yeah. So anyone else have any question? There's nobody except couple people. That's it. People are tuning in and out. Not even. So. Microsoft. Python is written in C. Oh, even Python is written in C. I didn't know that. You can basically write anything in C. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. I mean, so it sounds to me C is worth going through the difficulty of learning it because it can teach you a lot about other languages and it has a lot of use usage. So it's great. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get a book about C for sure. Yeah, that's more important. That's the real programming. That's more important than the uh, HTML, CSS. But I guess every coding language has or programming language has its own use. So it depends what you want to do. It's very versatile. Yeah. It's just very low level, so anything like game design or web development, you would need C++, which is a lot more complicated. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, I know it's like for game programming. Yeah. So yeah, I will be. C is enough for me. I can do certain stuff with it. C will be enough for me. This way, I'll have the pleasure of learning some important programming language. But C it doesn't run on a server or a desktop, so it's totally different from other languages. Basically, I don't know how to. I mean, I may not have a good question, but in my mind, you can use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Python on a web server and front end, but the C, I guess you cannot use it front or back end. It has to be a local application or I don't know if that's a valid question or. Because if big companies use C too, it might be used on a network or something. I mean, it might be implemented on a network, I think. Okay, it has to be compiled. Yeah. Ah, okay, that's why it's so fast. Yeah. Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah. I'm gonna have to keep watching the video from Harvard C550. I mean, I don't know if it's C550. It's called the class or one video, but it's the same teacher and the same series, but one of them is for C language. I started to learn it, then I gave up quickly. I was tired, but I'm gonna go back and continue. It's a 2 hour video that will give me an idea because what's nice about the teacher in Harvard, the guy on YouTube, his name is David. I forgot his last name. He's a professor. He explained well, he goes very loud and very detailed and he takes his time, so he'll make you understand it, which is good. Yeah, watch it just enough to write your own code and then play around. Yes, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yes. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep watching a lot. I just wanna watch a little bit and start making things my own. Yes, yeah. Hey, what's interesting, he says I can use Visual Studio Code for C too. Test out the different sorting algorithm and see which is faster. Okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch this video and I will have to get a book for C. Maybe I'll do it a hobby on a side, or see how fast you can generate Fibonacci numbers. Okay, sure. Yeah. Fibonacci. Yes, Visual Studio is a great idea. Yeah, yep, yep. Looks like you can use lot of it has a lot of programming. You can use a lot of programming and coding languages using Visual Studio. It's a great. And what's interesting, it's for free. That's what I like about it. Oh, it's just very slow. Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah. I would just use Nano. Yeah, I like Nano. Yeah, Nano and GCC to start out. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for the tips. That's very helpful. Thank you. Yeah, I think. Maybe the next live, I'm gonna try those programs like basic ones, and then we can talk about it more on the next live. Maybe once I learn something. Because I guess people got sick and tired of me talking about building a website. They don't want to hear about it anymore. So, and Linux, that's what I talk about. I mean, I have other topics on my channel, but these are more interesting. Those programmings and C, and it's more interesting. And not everybody is discussing those. So it's gonna be very helpful. So, anyone else have any questions or comments, or have you ever installed Arch Linux or Gento? No, I never used them. No, I used the different kind of Linux distributions over the last 20 years, and at last I found the most user friendly are Mint and Ubuntu. Now I have Ubuntu, and I love Ubuntu. I will not change. I mean, unless you're into cybersecurity and you want to learn penetration testing uh, and ethical hacking. then you'll need the Kali Linux, you know. So it depends what you need Linux for. Kali is great for cybersecurity. Cannot go. Yes, yeah, I like Ubuntu. I mean, it it has what I need more than what I need, you know. So that's why I like it. I don't, you know, over the years I tried different distribution. I tried to install, uninstall, do a dual boot. So then I stopped doing that because you spend your time being non-productive and just installing and uninstalling the software, which defeats the purpose of using specific software. You know, Kali used to be called Backtrack when I was. Oh, okay, sure. I didn't know that. Yeah, Backtrack. Yeah. I never used it, but I hear that Kali is the best. It's got a lot of tools for penetration testing and cybersecurity. You know, tools for ethical hacking or something. You know, so. Yeah, thanks for sharing those information. These are very helpful, you know. Yeah, maybe I'll try to learn some basic C programming and try it. Then we can talk about it, you know, if I had hard time with it or what. We can make another live about it, you know. Yep. Yeah, guys. So Kali is good to run in VM because it's not as secure as Ubuntu. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah. Virtual machine. Yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah. This way you don't let it touch the hardware. Yeah. Yeah, I love Ubuntu. Yeah. Okay, guys, it looks like I start to get tired a little bit. It's 9, almost 9 p.m. my time here, Friday, February 18th, and I want to eat and then lay down. So I want to thank you so much for being on this live stream. And Bacon, thank you so much for sharing your important information and knowledge. It's very important, and we're learning a lot. Yeah, hopefully we'll next video, if you're around, we can talk more about C and other programming language and the hardware. These are interesting topic that can help everybody, you know, who's getting into the technology field. Yeah, with that said, thank you so much and have a great evening, guys. And I will see you in the next video. Oh, well, see you. Yeah. See you next time. Have a good evening or good day. It depends where you are. I mean, we don't have a lot of people on the live, but it's okay, you know. All right. See you guys next time. Have a good evening or day. Thank you so much for joining.